Hi everyone, I am Niithidren from student from DSM 4D. Today I'm gonna talk to you about tips for interview. There are actually three categories for interview. First is preparation before an interview, during interview, and finally after the interview. There are three tips. So now let's start with the first category, preparation before the interview. The first thing is you need to be physically and mentally prepared before you go to your interview. You normally have to prepare, decide what to wear, what kind of attire before the interview. You should be a well-groomed and having a good appearance is mostly essential. And also you have to have a good night's sleep, have a plenty of sleep and eat a healthy meal and allow plenty of travel time and please make sure you go before and half an hour before your interview starts. Okay, next, you know what kind of attire? They are different from men and women. Due to men have to wear a long sleeve shirt with necktie and have a groom hair, nice short trim hair, and I have to make sure they have no earrings or no rings other, so that their look from appearance why they look great. For women, they have to wear a suit with a jacket, not dresses. They are allowed shoes with conservative heels, and then shoe with conservative heels, one set of earrings, and then earrings shouldn't be so noticeable. If they want to wear a nail polish, they are not actually required, but if you really want to wear your nail polish, you have to wear a nice conservative color and minimal use of makeup. And this next, you should be on time. Just like I said before, before the day of interview, before you go for the interview, make sure you should take your time, be careful and take your transport, and make sure you arrive exactly around 30 minutes early before your interview start, so you do not be late for your interview, and always be prepared for your interview. Next, you should be a proactive. Before you go your interview, you should actually do a research on the organization by reviewing its corporate profile and by reading some relevant information through website or through newspaper. You can even find the specific of the job, what kind of job you're going to. So you know that you know what you are interviewing for, and you know the goals and the culture of the company also. For B, for is be yourself. Do not be afraid of anything. Do not be nervous. Try to be yourself, be your normal you, and have a confidence, have a bit of confidence, so that you are in your best self. You have to spend time research about yourself, review your past experience, where you make mistakes or where you where you have made mistakes on, so you know that when you are interview, so you don't get nervous easily, and when you speak, you know how to communicate well, so you don't mutter or mumbling. You will speak confidently where your voice can be heard clearly. Fifth is easy. You just have to be positive. Just by being well prepared, you eliminate your nervousness, and you have to just enjoy the interview. Be enthusiastic when responding to the interviewer's question. Confidence and pleasant disposition bring out the positive energy in you. So just be positive. Now, now we move on to the second part during the interview. Where during the interview you have to remember this 1 minute warm up, where you have to make a warm up as a you have to be stage compare, you have to be important and provide a good look to the good impression to the questionnaire, to the interviewer, so that they don't see you as kind of a nervous interviewee. So second, you have to establish a good social interaction. You have to speak confidently and clearly. And then third, you have to show your body language. Don't show a arrogant body language, like you kind of sitting like this and then you shaking your hand. No, you have to sit up straight, have to show proper body language that are proper for your interview. So you show you have a respect for the interviewer and also confidence in your body language. Now, during the interview, what you need to do is first do greet the interviewer by title Miss, Mr. or Doctor, and you have to make sure your pronunciation is correct. Do wait until you are offered a chair before sitting, and do remember your body language and posture. Sit upright and look alert and interested at all times. Do not fidget or slouch, please. And don't tell jokes during the interview. It is not advisable. Remember to turn off your cell phone before the start of the interview, and must make sure do not smoke or eat a candy or a gum even if the interviewer does offer to you a cigarette or candy or gum, because it is not a good advisable interviewing. It is not advisable during interview. Next, relax, be yourself. Some first impression gestures are handshakes, a confident handshake, an eye contact, warm smile, good posture, and confident introduction of self, which is how like this. You first you handshake with the interviewer and have a smile and then say, "Hello, my name is Niithidren. I came here to get an interview on this specification of job, and I'm very confident that I can answer the question." And so that's how you is a good and confident. Okay. Then if there are two or more interviewers, be sure to address all of the interviewers in the room when answering the question. Do not just address to only to one single particular interviewer. Please make sure you address the other remaining interviewers also. Before you answer question, take time and think before you answer. A well thought answer is always better than a rush one. Try to give a complete answer as much as possible, and if you do not understand the question, ask for clarification. Normally, you do this if you do not answer you do not hear the question clearly. You will do this. Pardon, can I hear your question again? You ask clearly to the interviewer, so they can also question you back. So you do not be like so nervous and forget the question. You have to be confident and then take your time carefully and answer the question. And then use concrete experience to illustrate important information about yourself. Avoid using poor or slang language to impress the interviewer. Use familiar but concise words during the interview. Show interest during interview by striking a good balance between speaking and listening. Be honest. Answer the question truthfully and to be fair for yourself. Make sure to highlight your good points. This will enable the interviewer to assess your performance at work and your potential to be an effective employee. Okay. Now the Q&A in the interview. So normally, what's the first question they ask in the interview? Tell me about yourself. And the example is you should say, "My name is Niithidren. I live in JB. I have done a diploma in human resource in KYPG College Framework, and I have 2 years experience. And I have 2 years experience in Asia, and I have my parents and two younger sisters in my family in JB." That's how you properly and clearly introduce yourself. Next, if they ask, why do you want to work at our company? And then you have to tell about what you like about company and relate your long-term career goals. For example, you say, "Sir, it is a great privilege for anyone to work in a reputed company like yours. When I read about your company, I found that my skills are matching your requirements. When I read, I can showcase my technical skill to contribute to company growth." Now, the third question, if what are they normally ask is, what are your strengths? You have to tell your strength from either adaptability, hardworking. You have to tell any of your strengths. So you need to, for example, you say, I am harness self-motivated and hardworking man with positive attitude towards my career and my life. See, that's how you answer. Now, if they ask what are your weakness, now you shouldn't blurt out all your weakness. You should think carefully and answer proper. For example, I can't say no when someone asks for help, and I am a bit lazy about which when I'm not interested. See, now that's how you answer for your weakness. Now, if they ask, tell me about what you know about this company. For example, you have to tell how the study about the company in details, do the background work about the new projects, know the name of their owners. So you need to update your knowledge on the company. So you, for example, you say it is one of the best, fastest growing company in Malaysia. The work environment of the company is very good. People feel proud to be part of the company. As company provides full support for their employees in professional front, it has many branches across the world, so I have a good opportunity to show my talent. That's how you answer about the question. Tell me what you know about this company. Now, if they ask, why are you looking for a job change? So, you have to tell them clearly. Example, I am thankful to my previous organization because I've learned a lot of things from there. According to me, changes are necessary for everyone to enhance your skill, knowledge, and prosperity. I'm also financial aid. Your organization is a good platform where I can learn more. Now, if you're a beginner, you should just state, I I am looking for an opportunity to grow my skills and career from the organization where I can learn more through personal growth, financial growth. Now, if they ask what are your salary requirements, now since you are a fresher, you say I am a fresher, so salary is not my first priority to me. It's a big platform to start my career, and I also want to improve my knowledge and skill and gain experience. So I expect considerable of salary according to my ability and your company's norm, which will fulfill economical needs. So that's how you answer. Now, if they ask, so what are your career goals? There are two different career goals. First is short-term goal, second long-term goal. So we just summarize this way. My short-term goal is to get a job in a reputed company where I can utilize my skills and improve my career path. My long-term goal is to be in a respectable position in the organization. Now that's how you answer. Finally, ask, do you have any question to ask to me? To us, so you say, thank you for giving us this opportunity. Sir or madam, I would like to know about the job timing and transport facility and what will be the job, location and salary scheme for this job in your organization. Now that's how you answer. Share. Now we have reached the final part, which is the after the interview. So after the interview is quite simple. All you need to do is call the organization or acquire in writing. Or if there is no news of the outcome of interviews, try to email news.